Shantae, thank you so much today for your time. It's a pleasure to speak to both of you for sure.
You too.
Thank you.
Just want to kind of know, actually, I have a couple split questions to start with. Abbi, to start with you, what was it as a co-creator that motivated you to want to bring this particular universe back to life?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up loving this movie like everyone. It's like an iconic film. There's so much joy. There's such like a contagious spirit that is in this film. And so when Will and I started having a conversation about doing this and embarking on this, reimagining, we never wanted or ever thought that this film needs to be remade. And our intention and our focus was really on the stories that weren't told in the film, weren't able to be told in 1992 in a 2-hour format. And if we're going to do a show, we're really going to open up this lens and talk about a generation of women who played baseball, and those who were lucky enough, those white women and white passing women who had that door open to the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, and those women who Shantae's character is inspired by, who were not allowed to try out. And that was what was most exciting to us, to really uncover those real stories that were not really heavily featured in the film.
Makes sense. Shantae, what attracted you to the project in general?
It's an iconic film. It's an iconic piece of IP. And of course, I would have loved to be a part of it. But initially when I got the audition, I didn't know how that was going to work, because I remember the film and there wasn't a lot of women that looked like me in it. And besides that one very iconic scene, but reading the script, I saw that we were diving a lot deeper. And through my research and talking with Will and Abbi, I then learned that my character was inspired by real women, just as everyone else in the show. And those women were Toni Stone, Mamie Johnson, and Connie Morgan. And I really got to just dive deep and research their lives. And I pride my career on being about telling stories about Black women, especially stories that are often forgot about or unheard. And I got to do that with this project.
That's awesome. And I do kind of want to know from both of you, really, what it means to be a part of a project that's going to be bold. It's not going to be, it is bold, it's progressive, and it's very, very poignant. We'll start with Abbi there.
Wow. Well, thanks.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
I feel really lucky to get to be telling these stories, and in all the ways, to like be writing them and to get to be one on screen. I feel really lucky and a big sense of responsibility, because I do feel like we're showing women in 1943 that I don't think people have seen yet. And there's a lot, there's a lot of responsibility with that. And I feel it's like, I feel very honored to get to showcase it. And like, it's very nervous to put that out into the world, but I feel really good.
Same. I think I feel very honored as well to be able to put on display and talk about the stories of the people who came before us, while also addressing the issues that are still relevant to this day. So I think it's kind of perfect for this time that we're in now. And it's exactly what the world needs.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Last question for you today, before we go. What are each of you most proud of when it comes to your time on this project? And we'll start with Shantae.
I did not come into this as a baseball player. And I'm not leaving as one either, but not leaving, but I got pretty good at pitching throughout this whole process. And I'm not a sport. I danced, but I have never played baseball in my life. And so to be able to improve the way that I did, thanks to our amazing coaches, that's what I'm most proud of.
That's awesome. Abbi?
I think one of the things, I think I'm really proud of, and I'm going to say this for Shantae as well. I think I came into this with my main wheelhouse being hard comedy, and that's definitely in the show. But I really wanted to challenge myself in this show to show more of like my dramatic side, and I feel like Shantae came into it as more of a known dramatic actor and really gets to showcase her comedic side. And I think that like so many of our actors got to do that. And just personally, like as an actor, I was really proud of that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's great. That's great. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. Looking forward to everybody seeing the show here in a couple of weeks. So thank you.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day.